Hey there, everybody. Matt Carter here.
I'm Jessica Carter from CARTERMATT.com.
This video is our NCIS Season 17, Episode 15 promo analysis for Lonely Hearts. Luckily, CBS, they did not make us feel lonely and starving for a new promo tonight. They gave us one after a repeat. Granted, only 15 seconds. NCIS, CBS, come on, guys. Give us more than like 15 seconds for some of this stuff, because there was all this stuff that we've heard about with this episode that was not even in the promo at all.
Yeah, it's true, which actually I'm kind of thankful for. It gives us something new to talk about, because we have talked about what's coming up with Sloane and the Secret Admirer, and we'll link that below. But tonight we got a couple extra things.
I wanted to see what kind of gifts Sloane's Secret Admirer was sending her, so I am the disappointed.
Well, you only have to wait one more week.
I guess. Alright, well, before we talk about what we did see in the promo, if you do like this video, give us a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any other updates that we've got coming up. So, let's, I guess, talk about, first and foremost, the return of Phil. You know, if you're going to bring back one of Gibbs' friends, I mean, first and foremost, Gibbs has friends.
Yeah, and where's Fernell?
I know.
I love Fernell,
Yeah.
and I've been missing him a lot this season. Like, I'm ready for Fernell to come back. I really am. And I mean, not just because I love Fernell, but I mean, I feel like his story that's going on with Emily is just not over yet.
No, it's not. And it is weird to me that instead of bringing back Fernell and readdressing the drug trade and everything that was uncovered at the end of Season 6, we're going to see Phil caught with his pants down. I mean, potentially literally based on what we saw in the promo.
Yeah, it's looking kind of sketchy.
Yeah.
Or whatever's going on there with Phil and this lady.
Yeah, I kind of feel like, okay, you guys are doing Fernell a little bit dirty here, but instead we're going to hear all about Phil's dirty deeds, and it is about Valentine's Day, so, you know, I guess this is a love-themed case where...
And I'm excited about that. Anyone who knows me knows that Valentine's Day is my absolute most favorite holiday. I love love. I love celebrating love. And I love that NCIS is doing a Valentine's Day episode, because there's not always a focus on Valentine's Day on shows. So this is really cool. We are going to have... Sloane's going to have the Secret Admirer. Phil's gonna have some issues going on.
Problem is what Phil's gonna have.
Yeah. So then there's some possibilities for romance with Slibs, maybe.
Yeah. Maybe Nick, Bishop and Torres could get something going. One thing, it wasn't so much in, it was kind of briefly in the promo. You see Torres out at a crime scene with Palmer, and, you know, there's a joke about an arrow and being found at the scene, and Torres is like, oh, it's Valentine's Day. Torres is apparently recovered from his life-threatening injuries in some record time to be back out on the scene.
Yeah, and for Xavier to end up getting killed in this last episode, and then Torres is just fine, because we've seen a picture and all he's got is a band-aid and ironically an arrow in the wall beside him, but it's just really, like, I really wanted to see Torres have a little more, like, recovery. I wanted to see him in a cast. I wanted to see him not able to do everything. I wanted to see some of the comedy that came along with that, but a Band-Aid after 2 surgeries and almost getting killed is where we are with Torres.
Maybe Torres is actually Wolverine, and he has like this is where our nerd brains are, everyone. We both think of Wolverine and Nick Torres, apparently.
And secret healing powers.
Yeah, like, the reality is probably just, with syndication out there for NCIS, they don't want to have too many ongoing stories one week after another. And
I get it, but for me, if you're going to be putting Torres in such a situation that he's going to have... he's almost dead. He is dead for a second flatlining. Then on top of it, he's had 2 surgeries. I don't expect that he's going to be like, what's the time passage here? Like, how many weeks have passed since then? There needs to be something.
I'm trying to figure this out too, because presumably, when Ziva left, it was just after Christmas. Like, we didn't know an exact time, but that picked up pretty much where the previous episode left off. So, let's say that was right around Christmas. So then maybe you can argue that the next couple of episodes all took place in like a week or two, and this episode is taking place around Valentine's Day. Maybe Torres had a month of recovery. That's the most generous estimate I can give.
And that's pretty incredible. If he only had a month of recovery for 2 surgeries and a flat line, and all he has is a Band-Aid. Yeah. I mean, we know that Nick is pretty resilient, but...
Yeah. Nick is super resilient.
Come on.
That is what we've learned.
Yeah, we're going to have a little bit of suspension of disbelief with this. He's going to be back on the case, working a case, and he's completely fine.
It is what it is.
It is what it is. So we'll be jumping into this case that feels a little bit, he kind of made a little bit of joke about the arrows and Valentine's Day and Cupid and all that sort of jazz. And I like that. It's a neat idea to kind of tie in all the love and all the Valentine's kind of tropes that'll be going on in this episode.
Is it possible that the assailant here is actually John Barrowman's character of the Dark Archer from Arrow?
Oh my goodness. I don't think it's that kind of crossover.
Well, you never know. We're already down the nerd hole in this video, so let's throw the rest out there while we're at it. No, okay, so let's get back, though, to our, well, I guess not our good buddy Phil, but Gibbs' buddy Phil. And
Gibbs' buddy Phil.
Gibbs may want to also change the description of Phil after the mess Phil finds himself in this episode, because Phil, I mean, it's Valentine's Day. Maybe he does have a lonely heart. He's gotten himself involved in some online dating, and that's where he seems to have met his lady friend. But then, here's your twist. Is the lady friend a serial killer?
Yeah, and I mean, we've seen a lot of different cases on other shows where someone's met somebody on Craigslist or on a dating app, and they've come and now they're killing people and stuff like that. So we have seen it before, but we don't know for sure that she is a killer. I mean, they're putting it in the promo, so that kind of makes me want to think that maybe she's not, because they like to not give everything away and give us something to unfold in this episode. And there's going to be a lot of layers of things going on in this episode.
Yeah, maybe this is just sort of a case of mistaken identity, or maybe she was just in the wrong place ultimately at the wrong time. I feel like it's going to be venturing a little bit too much into Criminal Minds territory if she ends up being a serial killer. Then you got to have the real crossover that I want. Bring in Rossi, bring in Apprentice.
Well, also it makes things a little bit like dark for Phil. And I don't know that things need to get kind of that weird and dark. And we saw in the promo that everybody comes in and Phil's whatever's going on with Phil. And
we don't need to describe what's going on with Phil.
Yeah, so I mean, if they're going to kind of poke fun and have this kind of joke about what's going on, I don't know how dark this episode is really going to get. Like, of course, they're going to have a crime of the week and a case of the week and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
But clearly, it's something a little more fun. If there's going to be arrows and Cupid and sort of love and all these things that are going on, like a dating killer, they're really looking to have fun in this episode.
Yeah. If I was to make a bold prediction, we're just coming off a super serious one where the major character almost died. I don't think NCIS is going to venture into the darkest territory imaginable for this. And plus, you have to also balance off this case with the Sloan secret admirer storyline and the Valentine's Day party that's being held on Slib Street and all of this other stuff. You can't like jump from death, despair, and sadness to Slib Street party like 2 minutes later. It doesn't really work that well.
No, and obviously they want to move into something that's lighter, and that is why Torres, to me, is better, and all he's got is a Band-Aid and ready to rock and roll. I think we had such a dark episode. This is a Valentine's Day episode. We're going to have more love. We're going to have some more fun. It's just, it feels like this is going to be a really fun episode.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to it. I just think every now and then it's good to have an NCIS episode where you don't feel like you're about to run out of breath at every possible second. And I felt like at the end of Ziva, I was just like, where's Tony? Where's Tony? And then, you know, in this past one, I was like, is Torres gonna live? Is Torres gonna live?
Yeah, and they did a really good job with that. Even though I knew he was gonna live, it was a really I was having a hard time with it. There was a couple times I was like, oh my God, are they actually going to get rid of him in this episode? So good on you guys for that. I'm ready for something that's a little more fun and ridiculous. Like seeing Sloane get some giant teddy bear delivered to her and seeing Gibbs being like, what is happening over here? And maybe having a couple moments with Bishop and Torres and seeing what's going on with Phil and that whole situation.
Do we really need to be excited about Phil?
I think that the case can be fun.
Yeah.
I mean, Phil's not my most favorite character out there. He's not Fernell for me. I'm all in on the Fernell. But I will say that this case does seem like it could have some fun potential to it.
Well, we shall see, and we will be here in a week's time to break it down. We'll have some other NCIS coverage coming soon.
Yep.
For now, though, what do you want to see on NCIS Season 17, Episode 15? Are you excited to see Phil's romantic shenanigans? Be sure to share in the comments. And if you do like this video,
so excited.
Give us a like, subscribe, and you can support us more by checking the link in the description to the CARTERMATT store. And we'll see you here next time.